Hello, and good morning. So as you may notice by what's up on your screen right now, it looks like round 1 actually isn't done, because I went back, looked through old AI teams, because I found one of my old save dumps from like 4 months ago, and I found some of the originals and stuff, and some of the other stuff that didn't quite make it. So there's 30 more in the roster now, so we're up to 230 at this point. But yeah, so that's one of the original potato teams. There's the apathy team. We got the Valkyrie team and the apathy team to bring that rivalry back. The apathy team I renamed Apathetic. The old Team 4, Nanomachines, which is one of Voctor's early ones. Betrayed, which was updated because I forgot to fix a bunch of stuff on that. And then Scrub Force 5, the original one that Azure sent over. So, I already rolled these ones, so let's give them a go. Oops. There we go. On any other map, I'd say this is going to Valkyrie without a question, but who knows, maybe Crossback just got map lucky. This is Prototype Crossback. Essentially, exactly what he sounds like. But yeah, no, this was the original version I had made ages ago that had the janky AI that didn't exactly want to work right. He can't seem to aim worth a crap, and his color scheme and parts are a little bit off. Mostly because, I think it was, Mobius that actually had his parts. But yeah, no, surprisingly they're doing alright. And yeah, this is the janky version of Valkyrie, who always had a tendency to burn through all her ammo before being able to win a fight. But these were the original versions after all, so figured I had to have them in here as soon as I found out they still existed. I can't for the life of me figure out why the hell I gave him an AI chip to try and get behind anything, because he can't really fly too well. So there we go, there's yet another version of Crossback killed off. It's almost like he absolutely sucks. Moving on. So we have, Infinity, so we have Mobius. Versus number 3. Let's see who that is. And that would be, the Battlefield, what's his face? Why can I not remember? Thunderhouse. There we go. So one of the ones that had a tendency to introduce people to the joys of the LX cannon in AC3. And the unfortunate champion of Silent Line, who almost knocked himself out of bounds. What the hell is that? As I recall, this version was very mobile, but not very effective. I was able to get the mobility right, but just in general, he didn't seem to want to function properly. Blading-wise, well, he seems to be semi-competent. Energy-wise, he's a complete moron, but hey, what can you do? He'll basically never use that cannon, because I believe he was set for kind of like a mid to short AI, if I recall. Didn't really make too many alterations to these. The one that I did go back and change a bit was the one for, two of them, for Genobi and Ramil on the Betrayed team, because I did forget to do a bunch of stuff for those guys originally. Whereas, honestly, Mobius here relies a lot on OPI, so, what are you doing? Are we just hugging it out? Is that what we're doing? Oh, man. So Thunderhouse relies a lot on his cannon, he can't use it. Mobius, well, he oftentimes uses that thing, but it's still not exactly going to do it for him. I'm tempted to go back and just run this again using, swapping them out for rockets as I would have done in later versions. Yeah, you know what? Let's do the only exception of going and fixing somebody mid-fight, because this is going to bug me to no end. Alright, so, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, he'll never use this cannon in any effective manner. Basically, he just doesn't... The AI has to be set a very specific way in order for them to even bother using the cannons, and it's simply not worth it. So we'll set him for that first of all, and then we'll also set him for... is this thing available? Hell yes it is. Alright, so he's set for his original part, so instead we'll set him for a non-variant and Osasama. Those will get all of his stuff going pretty well. His colors are still a little bit off, but it's fine. Let's go to tuning. We should probably drop his cooling up there a little bit, so tune towards that a little bit. I don't even know why I bothered with those, because cooling is just the real deal. Especially this one, oh my god. Wasted all those points for, like, friggin' 10 defense. Oh well. There we go, up that condenser cap, up your cooling. Here we go. We have, a more competent Infinity. AI-wise, oh my god, this is atrocious. Okay, never mind, that goes away. Put all of this in, that goes away. Yeah, there we go. This is, well, as I like to call it, the cow AI. Again, I don't know if... I don't really know if that's the one a lot of people were using beforehand. But this is, like, as far as general purpose, especially like midweights and stuff like that, this is kind of the one that seems to, it seems to cause them to just not think, just use their parts, fight in a way that makes sense, so... Anyway, we'll, what team is this? 4, right? Or potato. Go save that. Alright, moving on. What? What the what? Oh yeah, frame skip, that's what's going on. Okay, so, in case you didn't know about it, frame skip, basically, if you cause the model to load up in some manner, and then you exit out, it'll fix it. But yeah, frame skip while doing edits will cause that glitch. But only if you happen to land on the right frame that it causes that glitch. Apparently, for the first few months of doing this, I actually never landed on that. No idea what the odds are of that, or if there's some certain threshold for data to start getting all fragmented and retarded. I don't know. Anyway. Now that he's been fixed, let's move on. I forgot how utterly jank some of these old AIs are. If you're wondering on the music this time, it's just the standard Symphony of the Night soundtrack. That's pretty fantastic. But yeah, so now he should be just as mobile as he was before, if not a little more. Oh, please don't run yourself out of energy. So, his management for everything is better. He's basically maxed out on all his management stuff. He can actually use his cannon, as it were, while moving. Pretty much the rockets are... Okay, so if he does that, he's going to burn himself, though. That's the danger of this kind of build, and I probably should have given him more cooling as a result, or given him a forced cooling type radiator. But whatever, this is just working on the fly. We're not going to cover all of his weaknesses. It's fine. I am aware that I kind of just gave a win to Infinity, but, you know, I remade him later. I couldn't find that remade version, so this'll do. Also, he might still lose at any given point here. Plus, also, Thunderhouse, I'd have to set him up with Cannon AI, and that's going to take some tweaking that I don't really feel like investing the time for. So, might see Thunderhouse come back for different stuff. Maybe have Thunderhouse versus Bolt. Haven't really made Bolt yet, so might be something in the future. But it's fine. Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew. I'm just glad that he's working now, you know? This is the closest thing to a legit win that he's ever gotten. Alright, so there we go. That's Battlefield gone. So we got number 4. The original Sea Shutter. Versus number 4 on this team, who's gone, right? No. Apparently he's still around. Sorry, my notes are as confusing as always. There we are. Alright, that's Valkyrie. Yeah, she ended up killing off Crossback, right. I'm gonna say Sea Shutter on this one. Just because he can attack from all ranges and all that, whereas she will eventually run out. And I have a feeling his core is gonna end up... yeah. He can just keep attacking the whole time while she has to actually aim, and her resources are limited. That's why the new one had the higher capacity rifle, had the different rockets and all that. Which kind of ends up relying on blading a lot. Although she's winning it right now. Yeah, so some of the alternate variants and stuff I'm not necessarily counting as different versions. So I should point out, with the Sea Shutters, this is the original, like the one that he actually sent me. The one that I remade was actually a remake of the Singe Udder with the napalm stuff in there. So those were technically different variants originally. And so I still love the fact that this thing's optionals are pink, and he went for the boosters that were pink to match them. It's supposed to be like, I guess, an ice cream cow. I don't think there's any weird variant or any specific thing for an ice cream cow, but I just mean, you know, for some reason pink is always pink and cows are always associated with certain types of ice cream. So any darn ways, she's almost drained, whereas he's actually still in this thing. Also, for whatever reason, the Sea Shutter is one of those weird AIs where early on, apparently, I just got really lucky with putting the thing together, because it actually functions as it should. Oh, nope, don't get yourself cut. This can still go either way. Come on, Sea Shutter. Speaking of milk, hi, coffee. Tasty, glorious bastard. Yeah, I still appreciate this thing's just general movement and attack patterns and all that. Yeah, if he doesn't get himself cut down here... Seems to be trying pretty hard, actually, to not get himself cut down. Because all she's got is that blade. Should be like 3 normal cuts, but if she gets a really good one, it might only take 1. Oh, crap, she's gonna win it on technicality, so neither one's gonna get eliminated. They both survived! Alright. Fair enough, we might end up having that, Apathy versus Valkyrie fight anyway. Okay, so number 4, so that would be the Sea Shutter again. Right? Yes. Versus number 4. Oh, well, okay. Apparently we're having the exact same fight again. This time over here. Now, again... Whoa, no, let's not. Let's not. So, I don't know what it is. When it comes to a lot of Asian music and all that, and I do mean this in a very broad stroke sense, I don't mean, like, I'm mixing up one thing with another. I just mean with a lot of Asian music, for some reason there's that whole thing of odd falsettos in the middle of songs a lot. Can't stand it. Like, I like the music until the voices come out, and then just can't do it. Mostly because I think it's like a local flavor kind of thing that you know, you got to be around it to appreciate it or whatnot, because it happens a lot, so people must like it. I'd figure anyway. Yeah, no, there. So a little bit of background. I actually basically grew up with pretty heavy on the whole singing thing. Was always in choirs. You know, partially grew up in an opera house and all that. I was technically training to be an opera singer for a while, but any darn ways. So when it comes to like certain pitches of singing, just like it doesn't mentally jive, so to speak. Like at this point, I don't ever sing anything, so that's all well and gone. But I just mean in terms of like it's had a long-term result of just some stuff bugs me for one reason or another. And yeah, those falsettos are one of it. And if you don't know what a falsetto is, it's kind of, you know, where somebody's voice kind of cuts out, where they're going onto a very, very light-voiced thing in the middle of a... Whoa, what? Okay, so once again, they're both still in it. Wow. Okay, so Siege Udder and Valkyrie are just endlessly fighting now, I guess. Okay, number 1. So Infinity, is he still in this, or did he die? No, he's still in it. Number 3. Number 3's dead. Let's try again. You're still rolling a 3. You're still rolling a 3. Alright, whatever. 4. Alright. So Infinity versus Valkyrie, let's give this a go. Kinda hoping Valkyrie wins this one so that we can have Apathy versus Valkyrie again. But yeah, so what I was trying to say, so yeah, falsettos are in many ways kind of allowing your voice to give out in a certain sense. Like, kind of intentionally letting it give out at a certain point where it's usually pretty powerful emotionally in the middle of a song, but I don't know, in a lot of Asian music it seems like it gets used a lot and it just sounds off-pitch to me mentally. That's when kind of where the whole bugging factor comes from. It's like, something isn't right here. Okay, yeah, so this version does not function well on flat maps for some reason. Whatever it was with her AI, she had a tendency to repeatedly do hard landings on flat maps. But there we go. Infinity actually won it. So that's Valkyrie, original Valkyrie out. So unaltered. What team was she on? I think she was on no, she was not on Apathetic. She was on... Screw it. I'm gonna find out in a sec here. Yeah, she was on Apathetic. Why the hell is she on Apathetic? Whatever, we'll find that out in a sec. Alright, looks like number 2. So Silver Fox versus... number 2. Yeah, she was on Apathetic. Weird. I don't know why I put them on the same team then. Alright, so number 2 is the Painkiller. So that would be Exile. We'll just mark these down as they go. Suppose the music is kind of fitting for this. So both of them were their respective, I would say respective, most extreme gatekeepers for their respective games. So Exile for number 3, serving as kind of last bonus boss of sorts. This whole machine gun and blading situation. And the Silver Fox with his whole tankiness and Sawa spam thing. Point. Okay, yeah, no. That was a bit ridiculous. Okay, so goodbye, Exile. Unfortunately. Even though Silver Fox is one of my favorites, I don't really know why I didn't keep him around. We got number 3, so the Health Taker, so Corpse Maker. The douche from Silent Line, who attacks you in the middle of a friggin' sandstorm, versus number 1. I think that's... yeah, that's apathy. Alright, I'm hoping for apathy on this one, but I think Health Taker's gonna win it. So yeah, Health Taker, his shtick is just pretty much overheat spam. He's a fast-moving overheat spammer. But if she hits him with a bazooka, then he has a very good chance of just losing all his mobility. She's overweight, by the way. So her movement is going to be trash. Right, I don't know. I think he is just focusing on using his laser cannon here. That's what's going on. Whatever. I hope he loses. I just really don't like this guy, but that right there is part of it. So he staggers really hard, he overheats really really annoyingly, so... okay, he's charging, come on, hit him. Can't do it. Suppose it's fitting, they both have problems with staring at weapons they can't use. And she's doing it again. You stop staring at that thing you can't use. Wow. Oh, crap. Okay, she might get it. Come on, just shoot him in the face and let it be done. Okay, he's currently disabled on account of his own stupidity. Good. Yes! Okay. Okay. That's Health Taker gone. I think that was number 3, but we're gonna find out in just a sec. Yeah, that was number 3. Also, who wanted creepy music? Because here you go, some creepy music, I guess. Alright, next is Silver Fox. Versus... okay, only 5 and 1 are left. Those are equally apart. 1 looks slightly closer, so we'll go with 1. That's her again, right? Yeah, the only members left are 9 Beef and Apathy. So 9 Beef, I'm pretty sure, would lose. He was supposed to be a tankier version of 9 Ball, as if he just went and bulked up one day. So there are actually 3 9 Balls in the tournament, it turns out. This is going to Silver Fox without the shadow of a doubt. Unless she overheats him. Which she might, but it's unlikely. I mean, he's got far more damage potential. Well, there we go, he's overheating. But it takes a lot to actually get past his threshold. Like, even if she chains, like, 6 or 7 shots, it's not actually enough to do it. You'd have to overheat him and run him out. But then he'd still have missiles and all that, so... that's kind of the thing. He's a tough nut to crack. Alright, that leaves 1 for Apathetic. Alright, we got number 2 for Potato. That's him again. There's only 9 Beef to stop him. Yeah, I don't think 9 Beef's winning it. 9 Beef was made as a joke, and not a very effective one. Like, he's sort of okay. Let's take a look at him real quick. Like, MG core, he's got the Wave Blade, he's got the Pulse Rifle, he's got the 9 missiles that seemed appropriate, as well as a linear gun that he doesn't use. Also, I guess he's decided that flying's for idiots. Oh yeah, he's got napalm rockets too, I forgot about that. Actually, that could potentially change this a lot. So yeah, those with the missiles might be enough to break his heat threshold. Or, hell, he might not even need it. Look at that. Is he gonna turn it around? Oh crap. Okay, 9 Beef just killed Silver Fox. That I did not see coming. Okay, next is number 4. We got Sea Judder versus 9 Beef. I'm actually leaning towards 9 Beef on this one after that last fight. So part of the reason that I called him 9 Beef, like I said, aside from the whole bulking up thing, the leg and arm combo here, I like to call this the Rigid Beef combo, because it's unreasonably high shell defense for its weight class. So he's basically got heavyweight shell defense, but he's lacking in terms of energy stuff, so this could still go either way, just because of the orbits. But Sea Judder does not appear to want to use those orbits. Doesn't want that fresh breath. Dude, use stuff that's actually effective. What are you doing? Not to mention you're spam firing in the completely wrong spot here. It's like somebody going and playing Centipede for the first time. What happened? You were so good a minute ago. And now you're overheated. And this is kind of a problem. Just... what are you doing? Okay, so he's burned himself out of everything that isn't effective. So now he'll start considering to use actually effective things at close range where he can't use them. What the absolute hell right now? Whereas this one runs straight into a wall now. What's going on? When I say they won't be effective, by the way, I mean, like, literally, he fired a bunch of them there and they couldn't even move, as far as I can tell. Okay, he can still catch this up, though. As long as he lets himself recover a little bit. And he's gonna run into his own shots. This is embarrassing. Come on, Sea Judder. What are you doing? You absolutely can win. Seriously, both AIs seem to have just turned off this time. What the hell is going on? Come on, seriously, with only 8 of your orbits, you've already brought him down to almost half health. You should have won this a long time ago. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. I mean, I know he's getting hit by ECM a lot, but not that bad. Okay, well, he was winning it, and then he allowed himself to get bladed for no reason. I think both are actually surviving this exchange. Yep. They live to suck another day. And it looks like they're... no, it looks like number 1 versus 9 Beef, actually. That one is actually quite a bit closer. Alright, so Mobius versus 9 Beef. Depends on if his AI derps out, I guess. Actually, no. Close range. I think this is gonna go to, I'm pretty sure this is gonna go to 9 Beef. Actually, Mobius should have the advantage because of the anti-missiles. Because I don't think 9 Beef has those. Yeah, no, he has napalm rockets, so most of his effective firepower is from the pulse rifle. That doesn't have that many shots. Probably can't get very good range or usage out of his wave blade in here. Napalms, though, that's a completely different story, because one of those should be enough to end Mobius. No, that core is doing it all, though. Alright, large rockets. Man. Considering this thing's a dumb-tarded friggin' prototype, it is absolutely wrecking faces here. Come on, finish him, finish him, finish him! Keep spam firing. Come on, one more. And that's the end of 9 Beef. With a blade, no less. Nope, underestimated Infinity, but there we go. That is Apathetic eliminated. With Infinity, or with Mobius and Siege Rider surviving. Alright, next up we have Team 4 versus Nanomachines. Go ahead and load up the hard save on 4. Is that possible? Hang on. No, it's not, because they are on a completely different slot. Alright. They're down here someplace. Now over here, this is another one of the teams that's a little bit janky, but yeah, we have Barbed Wire, Gallows Bird, Arcadia, another version of the Ether Master, that's kind of a suckier version if I recall, and then the Eggtastrophe. So yet another one of cows, but dang it, they were everywhere. Alright, so Barbed Wire versus Team 1, or number 1 off of Nanomachines, so they're on slot 30 someplace. There we go. So that would be Shield Meta. I have no idea what these are because this one was going through that whole visual glitch thing. That's when it all started. Doctor, you gave the game diseases. But no. Doctor did not give the game cancer. It's just a weird bug that happens after you get to a certain threshold. Who knows? Who knows exactly how all that stuff happens, but... Shield Meta is probably going to win this. Actually, Nanomachines in general, I'm going to say is probably going to win this, just because they have a reasonably effective tank. Although... Alright. I mean, keep that up, then... Oh! Game is back. Oh, you idiot! Just... You needed to mash at that point. That was the point where you start mashing circle. Well, because Barbed Wire's numbnuts, he's gonna die now. And then he just remembered, like, ooh, I have bullets, too. Alright, so that's Barbed Wire eliminated. I think he was number 2. I don't remember. We're gonna find out in a sec. Alright, Barbed Wire, yeah, he was number 2. He was, in fact, quite number 2 in that fight. I will make that joke until somebody sues me for it. Alright, number 5. Please don't sue me for it. Did I just roll number 5, or whatever? We're gonna assume it's number 5 as well. No, I didn't even roll for this one. Okay, let's roll 1. Ah, whatever. We're just gonna stick to 5. I want to see different stuff fighting. Like, if it's a tank rolling over and over, I'm not... I think that was the tank. I'm not gonna go and let a... Oh, wait, it's another tank. Well... Goodbye, Ether Master. I forgot that this thing's like 3/5... I think it's like 3/5 tanks, isn't it? Something like that. I mean, he's got anti-missiles, so... It's possible he'll pull this off. He's got an LX cannon, so there's no way that he'll pull this off. Oh my goodness. I don't know if the other version of the Ether Master is still around. The new one? Oof. Ow. We'll just go ahead and wipe you off the floor. If. Harsh. Okay. Number 3 for number 4. Gallows Bird, he actually could very reasonably take on some of the tanks. Number 3. Grill Master? Yeah, no, this fight has happened before, and last time it went to the shotgunner over the flamethrower. I think the flamethrower ended up winning towards the very end or something. Because these arms, they can't actually out-heat the flamethrowers. Plus, if I recall, this thing can barely move. Ooh, and he's got orbits, too, so yeah, no, he's... I would say Gallows Bird is all set up for a win. Oh, well, he would be set up for a win if he stopped letting himself get dead. Oh, boy. Gallows Bird is turning into friggin' fried chicken. Oof. Yeah, you're not recovering out of that. That's... Look at those heat numbers. Oh, yeah. You're only, like, double past the friggin' maximum heat thing here. Yeah, where's heat? Really? That's all you did? Eh. There we go. We got off the charts. Nope. No need for that. I know quite well that he died really hard. Yeah, Team 4 is not surviving too well here. Moving on. He was number 3, right? So we got number 4 and number 1 left. So we got Eggtastrophe and Arcadia. Versus number 3. Is that Grill Master? I don't even remember this piece in Symphony of the Night. I like it. Oh, jazzy and stuff. I really like when there's poppy jazz, it's nice. Alright. So the map, I would say favors Grill Master, but the range favors Arcadia quite a bit. As long as he doesn't get hit by one of those napalms. I believe he's a high heat threshold build. Right, don't recall at this point. Judging by the looks of the bar, by the way. Oh, come on, get to range, you retard. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. You don't... Oh man, you don't let yourself get close to a flamethrower for the sake of getting one cut off. Are you kidding me? Oh man. Numbnuts, you're gonna die. Yeah. Oof. Oh my goodness, man. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. We, need to temporarily switch to some different music here. It'll make sense in a moment. Of course it gets stuck loading, naturally. I don't know if this cover is gonna... I don't know if this is a good cover or not, but I'm gonna hope it is. There we go. It's hilarious, that's all that counts. The last one left is Eggtastrophe. Yeah, number 3 again, are you kidding me? Yeah. I'm glad I switched the music now. Alright, so we got a Nuke Chicken versus the world's most violent chef. This works. I just think putting the original Disco Inferno might be one of those ones that gets this completely shut off, so I'd rather not risk it. If he stayed at range and hit this guy, he could have won without any problems whatsoever. But, you know, the AI loves to run straight into flamethrowers for some reason. Oh, why? Why? Alright. That's enough of that. Moving on. So that's number 4 eliminated. And yeah, Nanomachines didn't lose a single one. One of the very few that did that. Actually, this is gonna screw up my matchups for later, because I had exactly 4 that never took a loss, so we're gonna have to change that now. Alright, so next we have Betrayed versus Scrub Force 5. Let's go ahead and load up the hard save for Betrayed. I'm gonna lean towards Betrayed on this one. Right, who's fighting? Looks like the Queen of Hearts. Sounds a lot like the original, or like Metal Gear 2. Kinda wonder if they were inspired at all. I don't know why I went to the bottom here. Scrub Force 5 is right here. And number 1, so it's Red Zone versus Queen of Hearts. I'm gonna say probably Red Zone. He's basically a closing-in shotgun type. But if he derps out, I mean, Azur's AIs tended to be some of the better ones. Well, the best ones, really. I think he's got more experience with this than anyone, so... I don't know if there's still a competitive scene out there somewhere, but... I kinda doubt it would be a particularly fun one. This random crap is definitely the most fun part of this game. Just because the burning meta is real. As is the BHP meta, as well as the heat pistols, as well as the flamethrowers. Alright, I would say strategically she's winning it, but numbers-wise he's winning it. Just because he gets one shot in every now and then, even though she's mostly glancing them off with ECMs. Although she hasn't deployed another one in a while for what can only be assumed as a fit of absolute stupidity. Alright, well, she's gone. Okay, number 3's fighting next, so that would be the scrap pile versus number 4. Versus the Raider FF. Raider's probably taking this one. Oh yeah, especially in this kind of map. Well, then again, with all the pillars, maybe all of his heavy stuff will bounce off of something. Yeah, the Raiders got too much heavy ordnance here to make this a fair fight. The scrap pile is actually really good, but it's not exactly going to be enough in this instance. Especially when he keeps hitting almost all of his shots in the pillars. The Raider would have to run out, but that's not going to happen. So, goodbye, scrap pile. Alright, next up, we would have number 4, so 3 and 4 are already gone. Roll that again. Like we got number 5. So the Banshee. Can't see it being too serious of a competitor against a lot of things, but we got number 3. And number 3 is terrifying me now. Because of that friggin' Burninator. Which is funny, because it accomplished almost nothing in the original fight, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so Crisis. I think Crisis is gonna go. As they are a very similar idea, with Banshee having the weapon arm, so hopefully being stronger in terms of what he's trying to do here. Not sure what kind of insides Crisis here is working with. I'm assuming decoys or something? Judging by the fact that he's bum rushing. Yeah, as soon as those MG arms run out, though, is going to change quite a bit. Oh man, turn speed. Turn speed. The turn speed meta is real. Oh, do it. Do it! Yes. Finally, one of the Scrub Force died. Considering these are his worst. It's kind of amazing. Alright. Number 1. So we got the remade Ramil versus number 2. So, Outcry, another one of the really good ones. I'm gonna say Outcry on this one. Ramil has been made to be more offensive, better at dodging, and, well, she has a fair bit more defense than before. Also, her ECMs hopefully are a bit better than before. Actually, did I change those? I don't remember if I changed those. No, she still got the 4s. Alright. By dodging better, I apparently mean she's going to directly run straight into the way of everything, overheat, and die. Never mind, well, that was a bunch of editing worth absolutely nothing. Holy crap. I'm gonna go ahead and assume her AI turned off for that one. That was impressively craptastic. Okay. Next up is Genovi. Versus... number 3 is actually dead, surprisingly. Stop rolling number 3. 5. Okay. I think that's a tank, so we might see the end of Genovi here. Why are all the cool ones friggin' put against tanks? Oh. Yeah, no, you're dead. Sorry. You die now. At least he's gonna go out on the map that he goes out on. It's fitting. It's fitting. The Pink Punisher is probably going to sweep the team here if nothing else does. It doesn't have an LX cannon, but it does still have the quad lasers. Yeah. There's really nothing Genovi can do here aside from running him out of shots, which the AI doesn't know how to do. If only it were possible to teach them that. Like, you know, the whole fidget dodge thing? You can't make the AI do it. Like, they will pull it off accidentally every now and then, but nothing that I've found actually causes them to consider doing it properly. Like, right here, really, his best bet is just hide behind a building, pop in and out of cover, waste all of this thing's ridiculously limited shots. It's only got 40 on the left arm, and I want to say, like, 30-something in the cannons on the back. Because the Quartet cannon really doesn't have much in it. But it doesn't matter, he's just gonna get himself roasted. Alright, so number 5 for Betrayed. Which I guess is fitting, because they're literally the only one left. They apparently got betrayed by their creator here. They go into fights they can't win. Welp. At least they came back for another look. Oh, it's number 5 again. Okay. Well, bye, Banshee. His one bet here is to get in super close, overheat the tank, and yeah, that's not gonna happen. Let's go ahead and mark him as dead. Yeah. Okay, so now, to finish this off, there are 5 teams left at this point that have exactly 5 people still left in them. So I want all of those 5 teams to be essentially fighting each other until each one loses one. So, that's what we're going to be doing. The first is number 1 on the list, which is Team 7. Wherever they are. number 1. Okay, so 8-Ball. How the hell has 8-Ball made it this far? I think he just never got in a fight. Right, next is number 2, so that's Cowlective 2. Here we are. And number 2, so that would be the Hover Cow. Wow. It's like a tournament of the non-champions. Such epic music for this showdown of 2 joke ACs. I could have sworn the Hover Cow got killed off. I might be thinking of a different one, but I'm maybe mixing that up. Let me double check here. Never mind. Never mind. Actually, this does not count. Collective 2 was actually eliminated. That is my mistake. Okay. In that case, there's only 4 left. So, looks like 7 and Deep Sea Fish, Finale versus Nanomachines. Let's do that. Alright, so we'll let Banshee be the referee for this one, as he peers out of his wrecked AC. Okay. Number 2. Alright, so we got friggin' Werehound versus number 1. Why do I recall Werehound getting killed off too? That would be Critique. Let me double check here. Yeah, I don't see any notes about them losing. Yeah, no. This looks about right. So all of these are fighting until they each lose 1. Or you know what, screw it. I think I'm gonna have these last ones with 5 remaining just either... Yeah, we'll just crush them down, I think. Now's the point when I look at the recording thing and find out that I have completely not recorded this entire process. But no, looks like it's all there. Well, I mean, Werehound's trying, but I don't see him having much of a chance. Unless he manages to overheat this thing somehow. Come on, dual Gatling guns. Do it. Do it. Okay, he's catching up. He's past the AP threshold by far. He's probably not gonna have enough shots pretty soon here. Nope, he's just he's gonna die now. Oh wow. Those dodges though. Almost, almost. Dang. He's doing so well. Alright. That's Werehound gone. Next up we have number 5. What team is this again? 7. Okay. I'm surprised 7 actually made us to this point. What did I say? 5? Yeah, rotation. Yeah, rotation actually won a fight, as I recall. Deep Sea Fish. Number 2. This is really skewed, by the way, because I really don't see 7 coming out of this. There's always room to be wrong, though. This is possible for him, anyway. Because I don't think any of this team carries napalm rockets on them. This one's... yeah, snipey, shooty type. Okay, rotation's got a chance. Not a good one, but he's got a chance. Oh wow, this is doing nothing to them. I think to her in this case. But wow. She's taking this stuff like nothing. That's because she's using ECMs, that's what it is. Though she's starting to run out of shots. Yeah, he's out. He tried, but he got outplayed. His ECMs are too much for him to handle. Oh, it sucks. Goodbye, Hook. Another one of my favorites gone. Not that I ever expected any of them to make it to the end, but whatever. Let's face it, the end is just going to be a mash of different tanks. Alright, so number 3, so the Einhander. What are these guys again? Deep sea fish? Wait, nope. Wrong team, wrong team. Alright, back to old Snipey here, who probably will pull the same kind of tricks and win again. Yeah, she's winning this. He's got the Selenas, that's his main advantage here. Because she can't be defensive against everything, so... Nope, she's apparently still defensive against that too. So Selenas and Blade are his only way to catch up. Yeah, I don't see multi-missiles doing anything here. Just because her ammo capacity is pretty good for this kind of thing. Again, if it's the one I'm thinking of, then they're her. Alright, getting close, use the Selenas, use a Blade, what are you doing? Why do you love those multi-missiles so much? They're not very good. I mean, you're in close range for crying out loud. Perfect opportunity, they're cornered. But you're not gonna take it. Really? Really? Right there, another perfect blading opportunity that you're not taking. Also, she probably would have been dead to the Selenas alone. You would just use them. Wow. She's seriously just winning because the AI doesn't know what to think when she's nearby, or he, or whatever. Whenever they're nearby, the AI just breaks. So, meh. What the hell team is this? 7? I don't know why I keep forgetting. I think it's just too many at one time. Alright, so that's 3 gone. So that's 4 and 1 left. Alright. So, hang on, who is that? That is 1. Yeah, watch 8-Ball be the champion that suddenly beats everyone. I'll tell you right now, that's absolutely impossible. Oh, where's the Aretha? Yeah, okay. Welcome to your first fight in the tournament there, 8-Ball. This is the one that wiped out an entire team by herself. Have fun. Like, I can do it. I can do it 8 times. Just watch me. Rookie's first day at the arena. I admit it, this is what everybody's first time playing AC looked like. Sibling or friend or whatever showed it to you. Like, hey, check out this cool game, and then this exact thing happened. Alright. Number 1 eliminated. Number 5 for deep sea fish. So there's only one left on 7. Nope, get those words out of here. We don't do singing. Alright, Apple Boy. I'm gonna do it. Okay, Testament. I think Testament's the weakest one. You've got a chance to at least get a win under your belt before you inevitably die here. So, I'm sure one of the questions that would inevitably come up is, you know, why didn't you do the same thing as the Gauntlet, where you're just randomizing everything and then just keeping track of who gets eliminated or not? And that would have been a way to do it. However, there's kind of the whole thing where that would have taken an incredibly long time. This is already going to be like a 16-parter, so yeah, that would have taken even longer. Like, it probably would have taken almost a month by itself to do it that way. Could I do it that way at some point? Sure. Why not? But, I mean, I'm more than happy to redo stuff like this. Frankly, these utterly random ones are probably my favorite part of the series. So, you know. Wow, Apple Boy might actually have a chance. That's odd. I mean, I guess he ran out of Griffin shots, so that would do it. We'd do it. Now that friggin' meme is just... Lucas, why did you do it? Oh, man. Such a bizarrely specific meme. Oh, are you kidding me right now? That was... Did I just count them both eliminated? Because they both exploded. They're both eliminated. Yeah. There we go. Deep sea fish needs a way to lose one. They just lost one. Basically, as long as the exploding animation triggers, they're eliminated. There's no, they got back up on their feet. No, their AC got taken out, or it didn't. Now we have Finale versus Nanomachines. Alright. Fittingly, Finale is the last, one of the last surviving teams. Last surviving full teams. So Dr. Siegel versus... Where's Nanomachine? Down here? Someplace? Number 5. Alright, so Meme Machines, I forget which one this one is. Probably a tank. Everything's a tank. I mean, even lightweights would be tanks to the right, to the modern eye. Right. And here we have an example of another sniper that loves to get into close range. Despite the fact that he's set to long-range preference, despite the fact that he has only long-range weapons aside from his blade, he will still just pretty much stick his entire face down the cannon of that friggin' gun. Friggin' ridiculous. Right. Okay. Goodbye, Dr. Siegel. That was embarrassing. Hang on, I eliminated the wrong one here. Okay, number 1 for Finale. Alright, we got Warp Time. versus number 3. Okay. Another chicken about to get roasted into a drumstick. And of course, he would get a close-range map, because why wouldn't he? Yep. So this map, by the way, is absurdly skewed towards anyone that uses napalm rockets, because they will just get that first one instantly. They don't have to switch to it. Like, anyone that uses lefty or inside napalm rockets, they will always win on this map. There's just no question. Or at least they'll start off with a major advantage. Like, right now, Warp Time is doing surprisingly effective, actually. Because he's staying just out of range of all this guy's shots. Like, just barely out of range, but... who knows? Maybe he'll survive it. Nope, he's just gonna run straight into a flamethrower because that's what the AI loves to do. Come on. Be the hero. Be the hero that finally takes this guy out. Really? Really? You're gonna run in front of him. This is why they had an AI preference in Verdict Day that basically said, like, okay, here is your cone, pretty much. Like, here is your preference on what area to fight in. Like, you know, like, if you want them to constantly flank from one side, if you want them to just only attack from the back, if you want them to just focus entirely on getting around the other guy, that is a huge part of this thing, and for some reason they felt that, you know, that didn't exactly need to be a AI option in Formula Front. I mean, by huge, I mean it is hands down the way that it has to be. Because, yeah, what's he gonna do from the front? Nothing, that's what. Alright, number 4, we got Raging Torrent 5 versus number 1. Yeah, so that's probably their most competent member, going up against, unfortunately, probably the Nanomachine's best, most competent member, because I think he might... no, he can't be the LX tank, because the other guy was the LX tank. And I kind of wonder if the LX was the sole reason that they tried to do this whole part-limiting thing. But he has the BHP, so... doesn't matter. There we go. See, do that. Stay far away. Be all thinky about it. No, you're gonna run straight into him. Okay, good, great, fantastic. By the way, I would be going back and digging up every team that's ever fought in anything. There's still, like, maybe 60 ACs in there, but... yeah, no. This is gonna be frighteningly long enough as it is. Alright, that's a Raging Torrent Con. Because nanomachines are absurd. Alright. Finale. Hang on, that's the wrong thing. Roll 2 needs to be 1 or 3. 3 is close. Okay. Relic 2. Alright, who's getting a free win? Number 1. Alright. You got a chance. Just so you know, I'm gonna have Deep Sea Fish and Nanomachines fight each other after they inevitably finish off Finale here. Because those two seem to have a pretty good chance of wiping each other out. You know, what I really should have done, and if I end up redoing the randomness next time, is have all of the bosses fight each other early. Like, find all of the teams that have a boss AC on them, have all of the big ones fight themselves, or fight each other early, and, yeah. Just kind of do it that way. Right, so number 5 on finale versus number 1. So critique. Versus Gabe Glow. Okay. Gabe was one of the good ones. I mean, he lasted for quite a while in every fight that he was put in, so he might do it. I'd put his odds around maybe 30%, but he might be able to. Was kind of hoping to get a look at how these guys' heat generates. Pretty high, actually. No, looks like they might be an... Oh, no, they are a burner. Yeah, they're an energy producer, that's what it is. Okay, good. Yeah, no, he's got a chance. He's got this. Watch Gabe Glow be the bad news for the entire team. It's probably because he's using the heat setting on the arms. This, along with laser arms, like as soon as somebody switches over to the heat setting, it's just party time at that point. Alright, come on, back to the arms. What are you doing, Chumpo? Come on. Don't give up your advantage now. Oh, you are kidding me. You are kidding me. You're one shot from winning and you decide to shoot everywhere but... Oh, wow. Wow. I've got to say on that. Right. That's it. Deep sea fish and nanomachines are fighting each other now. One of these has to go. Alright, number 3 from deep sea fish, so Orleans. Versus the Grill Master. Now, you might be saying, hey, preferential treatment, because both of these guys' two teams are fighting each other, but here's the thing. These two, compared to all of the rest of them, have far more, I could say, just like outright win potential than anybody else right now. And somebody needs to fight nanomachines until they at least lose one. So, that's kind of the deal here. Oh, crap. He is doing awesome. It's because, yeah, Nanomachines has a lot of outright meta stuff, and if there's one team that's got pretty much, like, some variety of all the meta builds, then we're just gonna have a situation where, you know, they're just gonna sweep everything without any problem. So I want there to be at least a chance. Like, a lot of the other ones, you know, that ended up surviving, they may have one, you know, just like one meta build in there. This typically I didn't build those very often. But yeah, if one has all kinds of different varieties of it, then it's a completely different story. And it's also kind of a shame here, because Orleans was doing really awesome early on. He was doing all that tricky stuff, and suddenly this went all Mountain and Viper on us, so... Okay, that's Orleans gone. Please tell me Nanomachines isn't just gonna show up out of nowhere and just sweep everybody. Alright, we got number 4 for Deep Sea Fish. Alright, the Aretha. Come on, Franklin. 4. Revengeance. I think this is that, like, Soviet tank-looking thing, right? Nope. It's a missile spammer. Because, yeah, here's the thing. If Nanomachines doesn't lose anyone, then we're still gonna move on, and we're gonna consider that the end of, round 1. And, they're gonna be put up against, Ungood Donkey. Just have all the remaining meta stuff just wipe itself out. Because I think the only one left on Ungood Donkey is... Yeah, the only meta on there is, Well, first of all, let's continue on with this fight here. Looks like 1 or 4, only 1 is left. Critique. But yeah, meta-wise, the others don't really do a whole lot. It's just the Vaporizer tank on there. Okay, Nanomachines... Number 5. Okay. Well, Critique's got a chance, I guess. But yeah, no, I'm pretty confident that thing can beat most of these. Maybe. And then, you know, we can just consider that the end of Matrix Overdrive's involvement, if that winds up being the case. Because I think we would just retire out of sheer confusion at that point. And he can just be like, nope, I'm done. There's nothing else that's going to be more challenging. I'm out. That way, I think we would wipe out all the meta stuff. Actually, no, we wouldn't. Alright, well, that's Critique gone. Next is number 2 for Deep Sea Fish. Absurd. For Prometheus. 2. Nanomachines. Alright, the original pigeon. Surely you can beat this thing. I'll just take any of them going down in any variety whatsoever, and that'll work. Then we can just continue as normal. Nah, but the others are way too meta anyway. No, I think I will finish it off with Matrix Overdrive. That's Pigeon more than likely gone. Yep. Then number 3 for Deep Sea Fish. And then number 1 for Nanomachines. Alright. Wait, what? I thought Aurelian's was gone. Yeah, eliminated. No, not eliminated. Yeah, eliminated, yeah, no, it's just Prometheus left, actually. My bad. Prometheus, come on, we can do it. Please make breaking out Matrix Overdrive intentionally not be needed. Please stop getting into close range. And stop over-boosting directly up his nose. Are you kidding me? Yeah, wonderful AI. I need to get all far away, like, let me go fly super fast straight down the barrel of their gun. Alright, that is Deep Sea Fish eliminated, and... unfortunately, the big brother now has to come out and play. Alright, where are you, friggin' ungood donkey. Cut, paste... where is it? Alright. Roll in here. Okay, looks like number 1. So there's 4 and 1 left on Ungood Donkey. So number 1 is the Matrix Overdrive. 4 will most likely get lost if it ever gets rolled. And then Nano Machine's number 1. Shield meta. More like about to be dead meta. Can't have all these metas running around. Welcome to Pain Town, population your face. Alright, number 3 for Nano Machines. Grill Master. Alright, number 4. See if Jay can pull this off. He's got a good chance to. Problem is he'll probably want to get into close range afterwards, because he'll probably overheat the Grill Master, but then just run straight up to his face, as they do. Alright, so far so okay. He's burning out, unfortunately. Come on, get to range, get to range. What are you doing? And he's roasting himself. Roasty toasty Suitman. Really? Really? Why do you all want to stand in front of that? I was set to long range, for crap's sake. Okay. Grill Master goes on a friggin' tear. Alright, number 4 for Nano Machines. Man, I was really hoping not to rely on the Matrix Overdrive to kill off all the friggin' metas. Oh, this is ridiculous. He lost a team member in the process. Revengeance is gone, isn't he? Let's see, Shield Meta was gone. No, it was Pigeon that was gone, okay. Yeah, you can overheat him all you want. He's got more than enough energy to make this happen. I mean, you're gonna get roasted in a bunch of blue fire here. Yep, that's Revengeance gone. Nice Revengeance for all of the friggin' ACs that guy, well, that this team took out. 5. Alright, Mean Machines. potentially the one here with a reasonable chance of actually beating the Overdrive. Mostly because, even though it doesn't have arm stuff, if it ends up hitting with its quad nuke stuff, and ends up following up with LX spam afterwards, it's got a chance. The MO has got better odds of winning, though. Welcome to Pain Town. Like, right there. He's got a chance, but he'd have to keep it up pretty well. That's what she said. Alright. We'll leave the last member of friggin' what's it? Friggin' Grillmaster survived. He wasn't meta enough to go fight the Overdrive directly. Okay. So there's only a few like extreme meta builds left, and I think once all is said and done, we're probably gonna discount the meta ones from winning, maybe? We're just gonna have like a top meta and a top normal. I think that's probably the way to go, because, let's face it, just some of them, like the MO here, are just... they're going to beat just about everything. Anyway, I'll figure out how to do that, and see you next time.